Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. I'm Brian Bull, joined by Hofstra Assistant Coach Faisal. Coach, how's everything going?
It's going well, Brian. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Well, a 1-1 week, a close loss to Delaware, followed by a win in the last seconds against Drexel. Just take us through the week and what did you like from your team?
Liked a lot of things. Let's talk about the win on Sunday first. A close 2-point victory against Drexel. We had the same margin of victory at their place in Philadelphia about a month prior. This time they had the ball with about 30 seconds to go and they rejected the ball screen, and we came over and helped side and did a great job. It was just a great team win. Seniors, their last home game technically in conference. We have another one coming up, NJIT, this upcoming Saturday, but Anman Yuku for Annie Payton, Mackenzie Cudrin. It was a fantastic way to honor Senior Day. And then we shot the ball much better against Drexel, against Delaware in a 55-50 loss at home Thursday night. We just couldn't get our feet under us, and we rushed a bunch of shots. We were 1 for 21 from the arc, and our message to our young ladies on Friday and Saturday in practice in particular was get to spots that you can focus on, get your feet set, and get some good shots up. And they did that. They followed through, and they paid off Sunday for a W.
And, you talked about your upperclassmen with the big contributions, but also from your young players as well.
Yeah.
Elo Edifaroka hits the clutch free throw in the last seconds to break a tie, wins the conference Rookie of the Week. Just talk about her maturation as a player and a person from the start of the season to now.
Yeah, great points. I believe she got a double-double against Delaware, if I'm not mistaken, and she got 10 field goal attempts against James Madison the game prior to that. Against Northeastern, which was a Thursday game before that, she played quite well against 42 Jewel Tunstall, who's a senior post player in this conference. So he is seeing some really good post players with Kelsey Buchanan from Delaware. Got another one coming up with Matthew at William & Mary on the road tomorrow evening. So E has been slowly maturing, as you said, developing, rebounding, and then her offensive game is slowly coming along. And we need to get her more post touches and find better ways to get the ball inside, deep on the block, and so she can turn and just go to work and get to the foul line, as you said.
And you have your final regular season conference game this
Yes.
Wednesday at William & Mary. A lot on the line. Hofstra can still get the 5th seed.
Yep.
A lot of other teams in the conference. Everyone's sort of bunched up, fighting for those favorable seedings and playoff positionings. Just talk about what your expectations are for the William & Mary game and how important it is to enter the conference tournament with momentum.
Yeah, James Madison at, I believe, 13-1 or 14-1 now, and the rest of us are in this war of attrition, so to speak. You're right. If we get a road W tomorrow, we can put ourselves in a very good situation, playing Drexel, William & Mary, and then obviously we have one more non-conference game Saturday, and hopefully that gives us just great confidence going into a Friday quarterfinal matchup at the CAAs. That's always a great thing. Our focus today in practice was to really work on our transition defense, our up-tempo game, and then our half-court defense. And if we can defend and rebound, it's going to give us a great chance. William & Mary has been playing really well. Coach Swanson's had this group playing really well in the last 7-8 ball games since we played them in late January, I believe. So we're going to have to be prepared and be on our P's and Q's, and it's going to be a fantastic game, last conference game of the year.
What are some of the things that the Tribe does that you have to look out for? You saw them, you got a victory against them at home, but it was a close game for the most part. Just what are some of the things they do pretty well that you're going to have to try and stop?
They space you out quite well, Brian. They have 3 pretty darn good shooters. A freshman, number 13, in Tremba, who can shoot the ball. They have a couple of really good post players. They have a nice little high-low game. So they'll stretch you out, and they'll run some flare sets, some slips from those flare sets that we're used to guarding, but at the same time now it's personnel, and how do we guard those personnel within that offensive set, and our ability. That's why I think we need to press up a little bit more. We need to be a little bit more active in the full court. And then once again, we did a pretty darn good job against them rebounding-wise the first game, but that's got to continue for us. We need to close out possessions better defensively by rebounding the heck out of the ball, and hopefully that generates a nice up-tempo game for us.
And on Saturday, it's the rescheduled NJIT game, the game that was snowed out from last month. It's an interesting situation because normally you don't play a non-conference game
Right.
entering the conference tournament. Is that something, though, do you actually prefer that? Because rather than have maybe 4 or 5 practices before
Right.
The conference tournament, you can actually work on some things in a game situation.
You're absolutely correct. I know when the game was postponed, we put our best face on. We said, hey, let's go play College of Charleston. And we did that. We had a tough battle there, but we had played William and Mary at home. We beat them. We had a full week because of the postponement, and we played College of Charleston. And I felt like it bothered our rhythm a little bit. So at that time, we're trying to fix that, right? We're talking about that. And now that it's been rescheduled, and we had about 8 or 9 days in between conference tournament and our last game tomorrow on Wednesday, we can use that to exactly what you just asked me about. And you can say, hey, you get to play NJIT, you get to put your uniform on, you get to not just beat up each other in 4 to 5 straight days of practice. It's the end of the year, it's March, you get to go play an opponent. It's fantastic, you get to be a team once more at home, get to wear your whites. It's absolutely a great opportunity, and I think our kids are, we got to take care of William and Mary tomorrow, and then we'll get ready on Thursday and Friday for NJIT, who has won currently, I believe, 2 games, and they have another game tomorrow coming up.
And it's funny, you mentioned the seniors before, but Senior Day on Sunday,
Yeah.
it's one last chance for them to have a home
Yeah.
game at the MAC. And I mean, those games, when you enter the last stages of your college career, it's always special to play any extra games that you can. So it must be a good opportunity for them as well.
I don't think Annie Payton, Mackenzie Cudrin, Anman Yuku, they want to leave just quite yet. They want to try to prolong and extend this as much as possible. So the postponement, the reschedule, it's I know the music to their ears.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Coach. And thank you, fans, for watching the Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com.
Thanks, Brian.